Welcome back, everybody. I appreciate you tuning in. If this is your first time, especially welcome. If this is not your first time, thanks for coming back in and hanging out at the bar. As you may or may not know, my name is Tyler, and I run Mixed Up with TGM on all social media platforms except Twitter, Snapchat, because I don't do that. This is my bar. It's a fucking hot mess, but it's my home and it's my happy place. And inside my bar, we just laugh, we joke, we have a good time. We do interviews, we talk product lines. We just have a good time talking about beer, spirits, wine, liquor, whatever the case may be. There's no cover charge to get into my bar. All I ask is, if you had a little bit of fun, please share it, like it, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, whatever the case may be. Copy that link, put it on your social media, and just say, hey, this guy has fun at the bar. You should check him out. Tonight, I'm going to talk about coffee liqueur. Usually, whenever anyone mentions coffee liqueurs, the first brand that comes to their mind is usually the K word. You know what I'm talking about. After all, it is the most common go-to coffee liqueur. But for a good part of 10 years now, Mr. Black has been producing what I would consider the hidden gem of coffee liqueurs. Mr. Black, over those 10 years, has released a handful of different expressions. Rum, Amaro, so on and so on, yada, yada, yada. Most recently, though, they did a collaboration with Illegal Mezcal Company, and Mr. Black has taken their cold brew liqueur and finished it in the same agave, heavy, American oak barrels that Illegal Mezcal uses for their perfectly well-balanced mezcal. What's the result of that? Rich, bold character with notes of roasted coffee, dark chocolate, nutmeg, peppery spices, and smoked agave throughout the palate. Let's not even talk about the nose. We'll get into that later. This is a limited edition run. Don't miss out on it. Don't miss out on this limited edition run. Mr. Black, cold brew coffee in the Illegal Mezcal barrels. Over the last few years now, there's been other brands that have been popping up trying to do the same thing. But most memorable one for me is this one. Mr. Black is always the most memorable coffee liqueur for me. I know, for some people, this sounds scary. Coffee, mezcal? But let me tell you what you're going to get with this. First thing, you're going to get a fantastic coffee flavor that only Mr. Black can bring to the table. And that's the most prominent flavor you're going to get in this bottle. Second, you're going to get the smokiness from the mezcal and the aromatic notes of the agave and the spice. Third, Mr. Black mezcal finish is perfect for sipping over ice or as a base for an espresso martini. I'm going to make that cocktail later. You'll see that video soon. Fourth, you're going to get the most well-balanced and perfect tasting coffee liqueur that you, seriously, cannot afford to pass up. Let's pour up a glass and try it out. That's amazing. We've already talked about the palate. The spiciness, the nuttiness, the agave, the coffee. Let's talk about the nose. I love the nose on this. I'll tell you what this nose reminds me of. Sitting, waking up in the morning, the forest surrounding you with the fog settling over the trees. You got a fire going. On that fire, you have a metal coffee pot. That coffee pot is cooking. That wood is burning, and you smell the coffee, you smell the wood. You have the moisture from the air coming down on you, and you're just enjoying that time. That is what this smells like on the nose. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful smell. It's a beautiful thing to picture, isn't it? Let's try it. Coffee up front. Smokiness, a little bit smoky. But most of all, that dark chocolate sets in. The nuttiness sits in. It's just a beautifully, beautifully made coffee liqueur. If you haven't had a chance to check it out and you see it, I suggest grabbing some. Cheers. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you liking, subscribing, and sharing. See you next time.